What's going on, guys? It is MrEnforcer 2324 here, and I'd like to welcome you to my first ever video. I'm going to be doing some NCAA football 14, and I'm going to pick the football team in the Big Ten called Illinois. No, they are in the Big Ten, and we're going to rebuild them and build them into a powerhouse. So, we are going to name our coach to start out with. And if you know anything about Illinois football, I'm not an Illinois fan, by the way. I am a Michigan fan, actually. But if you know anything about their legacy that a certain player has put on to their team, his name is Red Orange, the Galloping Ghost, voted by ESPN as actually the best college football player ever. So that is going to be our coach. We're going to make him white. Let's see, body size. Let's go. Don't wanna see. Do you have small anywhere? We don't have small. Let's go medium size. Not extremely fat. Rock the polo, because that's what we're gonna do. Should we get a hat? Regular hat? Let's do it. Glasses, because glasses. Should we? Yeah, let's use glasses. Auburn monitor. We're going with Illinois. Right here. That's what we're going to do. See more stuff over here. We see offensive playbook. We're going to adopt Illinois as their whole playbook in general. See, we got all this. Let's go into the defense. We are going to play the 4-3. That is the defense that I preferably like to play. Rules and difficulties. Let's go over here and see. Coaching levels on normal. So after the rules, we're going to go ahead and go to custom conferences. I'm going to show you every single conference. Starting with the ACC, I do have every single conference up to date. There's a couple teams that aren't in the game that you will see if you go on like ESPN.com or something that aren't in the game. So I tried my best to make every single team and every single division possible. So here's ACC and how they're looking. The ACC is going to be pretty good this year. The only team I would be worried about would be Clemson or Florida State. American Conference, here that is if you want to look at it. The Big 12, which doesn't actually have a championship game this year, which is different. That is them, same exact as real life. Big 10, I did make it as real life. Although next season I'll probably change it because I don't like having Michigan, Michigan State, Ohio State, and Penn State all on the same side of the bracket. And if we do really good, I mean, our only competition on our side is like Wisconsin or Nebraska. So there's that. Here's the Conference USA, if you want to look at that. Independence. I kind of want to add Notre Dame to the list because they play a lot of Big Ten teams. Let me know what you guys think about that. Here's the MAC, if you want to look at it. Mountain West Conference right there. Pac-12 is the same, SEC is the same, and the Sun Belt's the same as well. So that's all that. BCS Bowl tie-ins. Let's see. We have an at-large already. If we do win the Big Ten, we will go to the Rose Bowl. If we're not qualified for the championship. Conference rules. Let's see. Projected rivals. Yes. Night games. We do that. Weekday games. No. Start conference games. Week 5 is good. I do like Indianapolis, Indiana. Divisions, legends, and leaders for now. Do we have any rivals? Okay, we do have Indiana as a rival, and that's our only rival. So that's the BCS Bowl tie-ins. So we are ready to begin this dynasty, guys. So I'm really excited to start this process and really want to see exactly what we can do with Illinois to see what we can do. I do not expect a championship within the first year. Just being real, I don't. We're not going to win the championship most likely in the first year. We could, but I extremely doubt it. As you see, our rating 83 overall altogether, 86 offense, 80 defense. We are going to be the head coach. So, as you see, our last years haven't been so good. 2008, 5-7. 2009, 3-9. A couple of decent years at 7-6 in 2010 and 2011. 2012, we dropped to 2-10. So, we're gonna try to do some business here. We're gonna try to. I'm not sure what our target 7-8 wins maybe this year. Welcome to your coach tree. Here you can select skill upgrades that will benefit you on the field and recruiting prospects. Be sure to go to the coach tree inside Coach Central each time you level up. Alright, so we can level up. I'm not too familiar with this. Can we actually upgrade something right now? We can. Let's see. We have one upgrade. Your quarterback shine on the road and milk it. Ooh, we need that. 100%. First thing we'll do is that. Anything for this? No upgrades. No upgrades. Alright. So, what we are going to do is auto-save this really quick because we need it. We will do the two offensive coordinator and defense later. I'll probably just do that off this video. Oh, actually, I'll do it on video in a minute. So here's our preseason and what we're going to look like. Set up recruiting board. So we're going to just create prospects automatically. I don't feel like going through that whole process of, or not create prospect. I mean do that. We're just gonna autofill names. We're not gonna worry about anything like that. I'm not curious. And we are going to play on the 2013 rosters. We're not going to play on the newest one that was like 2019. It's something I decided to do because that's what I want. So after this is done, we'll go ahead and do recruiting. So let's see. We're probably not going to have too many people who wants us, if we're being honest. How many people really want to go to Illinois? So this is what our team needs right here. We do need a fullback. Going into the next season, I'd like to get a quarterback because we will only have, well, we'll have 3 on the roster, but I mean, realistically, I still want to get a quarterback. We have 25 scholarships. We'll need a center as well. Looking on defense, defense is decent. There's still some things I'd like to get on defense. So what we'll do is we're going to let's see, pipeline states. We definitely want to recruit really hard in our state and get the most that we can. Let's see who we can get. Let's see, this guy he's a wide receiver. He's a 5-star wide receiver. But you want to come to us, we will gladly take him. Alright guys, so going to our recruiting board here. Here are the 35 prospects we are going to try to get. Anthony Brown, the wide receiver. Joe Allen, who basically can do anything. A lot of decently overall rated guys. We have a defensive tackle, Jacob Lacey. Ryan Baker, the wide receiver. Travis Fields, excuse me, the center. Marlon Pollard, I think that's how you say it. A middle linebacker. Will James, the tackle. Strong safety, Eric Evans. And then just going down the list, I'll go through the rest of them just so you guys can see. I'm not going to say every single one because this video would be really, really long. And I don't want to make it too long for you guys. For the first one at least so far. This is usually one of the longer videos, just getting started and everything. So this is everyone. This is all 35 players right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to our custom schedule, as Aldo says really quick. Go to our custom schedule, and we're going to see, who can we play? Who are some teams that we can try to knock off early? I am going to try to make this schedule really hard. For us to get better at the game. Actually, next we're going to redshirt. So the way I do redshirting is if I have 2 players who are pretty decent and this guy's like a freshman, I'm going to go ahead and redshirt them usually. So looking over here, we have 5 quarterbacks on the roster. Okay. This guy, pretty quick. He's a freshman. He's getting redshirted. And the rest are okay. I'll keep the rest of how they are. I'm not going to redshirt a junior or anyone else. So quarterbacks are good. Going to our halfbacks, we have no one who I'm going to redshirt right there. Fullback's just a fullback. Wide receiver, I tend to keep most of them the same, although I will probably redshirt Brian Morgan right there. Going into our tight ends, we do have a freshman, 66 overall. I will redshirt again. We have 3 people over him. I'm going to redshirt him. I'll keep that. He's a 61 overall. He may, if I can cut people, he will be off the team definitely. Looking at all these other positions, I'm looking like I'm not going to redshirt anyone else unless Okay, never mind. Going to redshirt Ray Henry, defensive tackle, 70 overall. He's a freshman. I'm also going to redshirt Chris Jones, a sophomore, just for a year. Keep these guys. Looking around, cornerbacks, I'll keep everyone. Free safeties, do I need that many free safeties? I'll keep them just in case. Alright, what was our kicker? What year is he in? He's a sophomore and our punter's a junior. Sweet. So that's all of our red shirts. Looking at the depth chart, here is what we are going to do for the depth chart. As we are going to start our senior redshirt quarterback, Greg Taylor, as he strongly is pretty accurate actually, has an 87 accuracy, or excuse me, acceleration. Wow, that's a little embarrassing. So he's pretty quick on the ground. Looking over to his carrying is okay. He will probably fumble a good amount when tackled, which is something that scares me for the year. Looking over, going down, let's see if we can find it if I didn't pass it already. I think I passed it. Let's see here. Okay, here's throwing power. So he's pretty decently accurate. So Greg Taylor is our quarterback for this year. He is 89 overall, almost 10 points higher than our junior Charles Foster. So Greg Taylor will get to start for quarterback. Going over to running back. I kept making the decision, and we are going to start Glenn Quinn. He is just simply faster, in my opinion, better than Adam Ashley anyways. So we're going to go ahead and start Glenn Quinn. We only have one fullback to start. Tight end, again, close, but I'm going to give the nods to Justin Rivers, or as the wide receiver, the top wide receiver. And these are the lists I'm doing him in. Going now to tight end. It took me a second to think, but I'm going to actually start Ernest Parker at tight end over Pierre Hughes. For the sake that he's actually quicker and can catch a little better. All the other ones going down just way better overalls than the guy below him. So that's mostly why I'm going to start a lot of these guys, just because they have a better overall, which mostly means they are better players than the players under them. So against the players under them, that's why you get them better. I'm going to kicker really quick. The punter's a better kicker than our kicker. What is our kicker's accuracy, though? That's something I'm curious about. Does it show the kicking power and the accuracy? It should. Okay, maybe it doesn't. But we'll just stick with our kicker. So that is our depth chart for the Illinois. Looking over, Glenn Quinn will also be our running back or kick returner. And John Carter, who's really quick and 92 speed, will be our punt returner. So we see if we can do anything for this year. Looking out for that. He is for that, and he is for the long snapper. Alright, so after all that is done, we are going to go to our custom schedule, and we are going to make a hard schedule. We're going to want to try to get an A+ schedule. Even if we lose all the hard games, that's okay. Our goal is to build this into a powerhouse, and I don't expect to win in the first season. Okay, so they want us to play FCS Midwest first. We're not going to do that. I don't have time. I don't know about Alabama. Let's see. But Boise State, Clemson, that could be a good game. Let's go with Florida. I'm feeling Florida. Road game to start the year. That's how you get your team tough. Looking over to week 2. Boise State seems to be the only. Ooh, Notre Dame, Oregon. Let's go Oregon home this time. Let's go here. Any ranked teams at all on it? Florida State, LSU, Notre Dame. Ooh, Stanford. Yeah, we're gonna get that. We couldn't make it at Stanford. Let's do another home game just because we don't want to go at Stanford and at Michigan just to go through that. So I believe this will be our schedule. Yes. So, okay, here's our schedule so far. We are going to start on the road against number 10 Florida. Then we're going to stay at home versus Oregon. We're going to play Stanford, travel to Michigan. We're going to play Rutgers, travel to Nebraska. going to play against Iowa at home, against Wisconsin at home, back-to-back bye weeks, and go on the road against Indiana, and then play home versus Minnesota, and then end the season, or at least the regular season, with back-to-back road games against Purdue and Northwestern. So that is going to be our schedule. We have a A+ schedule. Will easily be the hardest, most likely, in the whole college football team. So we're going to start the season, and we'll see what we'll have going for us in week 1. Alright guys, so this is going to be the end of my first video. I hope you guys did enjoy it, as we went over just everything going into our first game. We'll do recruiting in our first game in the next video. Also, just a channel update just to tell you guys, this channel will just not be sports. It will be any let's play of any game. Let's say if I want to do a Resident Evil series, I want to do that on the channel as well. But I do want to start with sports and see how this takes us. So if you guys are going to like this video, make sure you guys let me know how you like this first video. It is my first video ever, and again, excuse me that I am sick. So without further ado, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe and comment and share the video, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, my friends.